Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we are exploring a case that shocked Punjab and raised big questions about corruption, land politics, and financial fraud. This is the story of the Guava orchard scam, a case linked to a woman named Jasmine Kaur, and an investigation that uncovered a money trail worth nearly 140 crore rupees. The case began with government plans for an industrial project. For this development, certain agricultural lands were to be acquired, and owners were promised compensation for crops that would be destroyed. On paper, this sounded like a normal process. But soon, officials noticed something unusual. A particular guava orchard was marked for compensation at a surprisingly high value, far beyond what similar lands usually received. As claims were examined, investigators found that ownership records linked to the orchard appeared questionable. Documents indicated rapid changes in land possession, sudden transfers, and claims that didn't match earlier records. The compensation amount being requested was huge, and the paperwork raised doubts about whether the orchard even existed in the manner described. This triggered the first layer of suspicion. When the Enforcement Directorate stepped in, the scope of the case widened dramatically. What looked like a single land claim now pointed towards a larger network. The investigation suggested that false documents may have been prepared, the land value may have been artificially inflated, and compensation funds might have been diverted. Searches were conducted across multiple locations to trace financial transactions and identify who benefited from the payouts. During the investigation, Jasmine Kaur became a central figure. Authorities believed she played a key role in the compensation process, and her involvement needed deeper scrutiny. When she applied for anticipatory bail, the court rejected it, noting that the case had wide ramifications and that the full truth was still unfolding. This decision indicated how serious the matter had become. As financial data was examined, the suspected total proceeds of the scam were estimated at around 140 crore rupees. This number stunned the public. A single land compensation claim had grown into a massive financial controversy. The scale suggested planning, coordination, and possible involvement of more than one person. The investigation now focused not only on land documents, but also on bank records, property acquisitions, and potential money laundering. What makes this case even more compelling is that it didn't just expose alleged fraud. It highlighted how loopholes in systems can be exploited, how public funds can be misused, and how corruption can seep into ordinary processes like agricultural compensation. It raised questions about oversight, accountability, and the vulnerability of land-based schemes. Today, the case is still under investigation, and no final verdict has been declared. The legal process continues, evidence is being examined, and authorities are working to uncover every detail. Whether this was a coordinated scam or a complex legal dispute will ultimately be decided by the courts. Until then, the Guava orchard scam remains one of the most talked about financial mysteries in recent years. This story reminds us that corruption doesn't always begin with loud events. Sometimes it starts quietly, with a signature, a document, or a simple claim. But when the truth begins to unfold, the impact can be massive. If you found this story interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more such investigations and real-life cases.